Good morning and Jai Hind everyone. So today we start your next topic, that means new chapter from the unit calculus, in which your first topic is continuity, and that is your beginning. That means first one is continuity. So in class 11th, your calculus is started from class 11th, in the where you study about limit and derivative chapters. So if you are that means realize its intuitive idea of continuity, intuitive idea of continuity. So the word continuity is says that means any function is said to be continuous in its domain if its graph is if its graph of the curve can be drawn without break or without jump throughout its domain. So in that case, you can say that the function is continuous throughout its domain. But if you are saying about that the function is continuous at a point, so if a function is said to be continuous, so what does it mean? Uh, the graph of the curve is that means continuous, or you can say it is unbreak through the given point, uh, neighborhood point of this given point. Understand? So for the point, if you are saying that the function is continuous at a given point, so it is so whenever the curve is or the graph of the curve is a completely continuous or unbreakable curve in its neighborhood, that means in its neighborhood. Understand? Means in left hand and in right hand. So in our syllabus, all we are studying about the continuous at a point, continuous at a point, and also sometime the continuous in an open interval or continuous in close interval. Understand? So if you are saying yes, write some statement about continuous. Yes, write it. A function is continuous in its domain if its graph is a curve without break or jump throughout its domain throughout its domain and a function is continuous at a point at a point in its domain if its graph does not have break or jumps in the immediate immediate neighborhood of the point neighborhood of the point. So here we that means develop our concept by taking so many situations with the help of graph. So just you check it one by one. Suppose if you have any real valued function y is equal to fx. Understand? Suppose if you have any function y is equal to fx, and suppose that the graph of that curve which is given as y is equal to fx here. Understand? And here you take a point x is equal to a. Here you take a point x is equal to a on x-axis. Okay, and just you see uh, the that means the corresponding point on the curve at x is equal to a is, suppose here you have hole, here you have hole. So what does it mean? So that means you can say that the curve is not defined at x is equal to a. But if you are talking about its neighborhood point, so just you see that here you have left hand limit and here you have a right hand limit. So that is defined. and suppose that is defined as f of a here. Here you have f of a, but here you see that the curve is not defined at x is equal to a. So what does it mean? Here you can say that at this particular point, the left hand limit, the right hand limit exists, and that value is suppose equal to f of a, but the curve is not defined at that particular point. So what you say, because corresponding to x is equal to a point, there is no any point on the curve. So you can say that here you have a break, here you have a hole. So here you see that here you have a break. So the function is not continuous. So the function is not continuous. So this figure helps that what it show that so the limit x tends to a plus fx exist. That is exist, and limit x tends to a minus fx exist. These two values exist, but f of a is not defined. F of a is not defined, because here you see that there is no any point corresponding to x is equal to a on the curve. So what you have, so this shows that the curve is not continuous. So write it. Hence, fx is not continuous. So fx is not continuous, not continuous at x is equal to a. So you can say that the function is not continuous at x is equal to a. Yo. So this is your first situation in which you can say that the function is not continuous. Now come to second situation. Here you see that your f of a is defined, means left limit and right limit defined. Uh, okay. Now come to next situation. Suppose if you have the values like that, here you have y-axis, x-axis, and yes, again your curve is in this way. And here you have a corresponding point. Suppose x is equal to a is taken on x-axis, and yes, again here you have a hole, means the function is not defined at x is equal to a. But if you are talking about its close point, means at left hand limit and right hand limit, yes, the value of the function is given as f of a here, f of a, like that, like that, in this way. So in this case, you have the value of the limit, and that value exists here. Means the value of x tends to a plus and x tends to a minus fx. Both value is equal to f of a, and this f of a means what? Limit exists at x is equal to a, but the function is not defined at x is equal to a. So you what you say, fx is not continuous. So you write it here, fx is not continuous. Fx is not continuous. Fx is not continuous.
So can you repeat this again?
This one, okay.
Yes, sir.
Here this curve explain that the value of left hand limit and right hand limit at x is equal to a, you have the same value, which is f of a here. Here f of a is taken on the corresponding values on y-axis here, f of a. But this hole represents that here you have a hole, and this represents that there is no any point corresponding to x is equal to a on the given curve. Understand? That's why you can say that fx is not continuous. So this is your second situation when you can say that function is not continuous. Means overall here you see that the means there is also a point within its domain on the curve also. Means here you see that this curve so that corresponding to x is equal to a, and that value a of a lying in the domain of the function, and yes, you have no any corresponding values on the curve. That's why you can say that the function is not continuous, because here you see that your curve is break at this particular point. So the function is not continuous. But this curve shows that yes, limit exists and its values are same. Here you have f of a, but the function is not continuous. Okay, so you note it. Yes, you write it only. Fx is not continuous. In the same way, there be other situation also when you say that your left hand limit not exist, right hand limit exist, and also the value of the function at the right hand limit is same as the value of the function at that particular point. So in this situation, the curve is also uh, not continuous. So just I draw this third situation. Yes, right. So in third situation, suppose here you have x-axis, here you have y-axis. Understand? And suppose here you draw any curve, and here you have hole at the neighborhood point. And suppose here I take just I take it here. Suppose here you have x is equal to a point. X is equal to a point on this axis, and yes, if you are taking its close point, its close point here you have the complete value. So with here you have taken as left limit, and here you taken as right limit. Understand? Here you see that, and your curve is what? Y is equal to fx. Suppose you have y is equal to fx type of curve, and you draw the graph like that. Here you see that it is extend from this particular point where it is not taken to extend here up to infinity, and here it also extend up to infinity, but no problem. Here you have some values, and yes, that is equal to suppose f of a here. So here you see that the values corresponding to that means right hand limit exist, and here left hand limit is not exist. Why you are saying it is not exist? Because at x is equal to a, here you have hole on the close point, means less than a. Here you have a point corresponding to less than a, which is not defined here. That's why here you can say right hand limit at x is equal to a exist, left hand limit does not exist. Okay, so in this situation you can also say that fx is not continuous. So you explain about it. Yes, write it. So limit x tends to a plus fx exist, but limit x tends to a minus fx does not exist, does not exist. Then write it. Then fx is not continuous. Then fx is not continuous. So in this situation, you can also say that fx is not continuous. And if fx is not continuous for a given particular point, it is said to be discontinuous at that point. Understand? So here you see that fx is not continuous at point x is equal to a. So it is discontinuous at that point. Understand? So it is said to be as discontinuous. So not only for this one, in the same way, you can say that if right hand limit does not exist and left hand limit exists, so in this case also you can say that function is not continuous. Understand? Okay, so there are in this way you have so many that is situations in which you can say that the function is discontinuous or not continuous. So what is the condition in which you can say that the function is continuous? So for the smooth curve or unbreak curve or without jumping, what you have, if you are saying that for the given particular point, its left hand derivative, right hand sorry limit, and left hand limit is also equal to the value of the function, then you can say that the function is said to be continuous. So this situation, just I explain it with the help of figure. You draw it. So here you have a situation, x-axis, y-axis, and suppose here you draw a curve like that. Here you have y is equal to fx. is any curve, and suppose here you have a point x is equal to a, and here I take not whole, but here you have a dark circle. This represents that here you have a point on the curve with respect to x is equal to a. Now, if you are taking a close point to this given point, and here you have left and here you have right point, means lesser than x is equal to a, and that will be slightly greater than x is equal to a. So that means its neighborhood point. So here you see that your values are equal, and the corresponding values of this x is equal to a on the curve, you have fa. You have fa. So under this situation, you can say that the function is continuous at x is equal to a. So you draw this figure and yes, write it. Hence, yes, right. Hence, a function fx is said to be continuous at point x is equal to a, at point x is equal to a, if, right, if limit x tends to a fx is equal to f of a. If limit x tends to a, fx is equal to f of a. So if the value of the limit and the value of the function for the given point both are equal, then you can say that the function is continuous. So here you have the value of the limit, that means limit x tends to a fx. So no doubt, if you have a function which is defined more than one way, or there be a need of taking left hand limit and right hand limit, so you do it. But if their values are same, and that same value is same as the value of the function for that given point, all they are equal, then you can say that the function is continuous. So this is your mathematical treatment. uh, so how you prove that any function is continuous? Yes, if you can take the value of the limit, that means for that given point, and if that given point value of the limit is same as the value of the function at that point, both are equal, so you can say that the function is continuous. So in this way, you have the that means definition of function and also the mathematical treatment. No, algebra of continuity. Yes, right. Algebra of continuity. So note it. If f and g are continuous function, if f and g are continuous function at x is equal to a, then then yes, right, first point, f plus g is continuous. Means if the continuous at x is equal to a. So what does it mean? If you have two functions f and g, both are continuous at x is equal to a, so their sum is also continuous. Understand? So their sum is also continuous, and in their difference is also continuous. Yes, write it. Their sum and difference are also continuous. Now, in second point, f into g, their product is also continuous at x is equal to a. And the third point, 1 upon f is also continuous at x is equal to a, provided that provided that f of a not equal to 0. Provided that f of a not equal to 0, right, in this way. And your fourth point is f upon g is continuous. That is also continuous at x is equal to a. Yes, right. Provided that provided that g of a not equal to 0. Provided that g of a not equal to 0. And write in next point, their composition of function is also that means continuous. Means if f and g are continuous function at given point x is equal to a, then f of g, right? Or f of g is also continuous at x is equal to a, right? Last point. Okay, so here you see that all that are known as algebra of continuity. Means their sum is and difference of the function is also continuous. Their product of the function is continuous. Here you have reciprocal of f, that means 1 by f is said to be continuous, except here fa not equal to 0, and fa upon g means f upon g is also continuous. So here you have algebra of continuity. So yes, only these are the concept based on the continuity of a function at a point. Now you write next heading, continuity in open interval AB. Yes, write it. Continuity on open interval AB. और लिखो बेटा इसमें, a function fx is said to be continuous. A function fx is said to be continuous on an open interval AB if if it is continuous at every point, continuous in every point on the interval AB. अरे बारिश हो रहा है. Okay, at every point in the interval AB means any function fx is said to be continuous in open interval AB if it is continuous at every point within the interval AB. So this is the rule for the continuity of open interval. Now you write next heading, continuity on a closed interval AB. So here you have two conditions when you say that the function is continuous in closed interval AB. So you write first point, if fx is continuous in open interval AB, first point means any function is said to be continuous in closed interval AB whenever it is continuous in open interval AB. This is your first point. Understand? And right, second point. Right, second point. And limit x tends to a plus fx is equal to a. Sorry, fa. That is equal to fa. So what does it mean? Here you see about the concept of this one, this result. Actually here you have closed interval AB. Understand? So means a plus means all the point which is greater than a. Understand? Here you see that a plus means what? That means the value of the function for a plus means greater than a, and that is equal to f of a, and limit x tends to b. Here this is your extreme point b, rightmost. So here you take b minus means left hand derivative of b. So limit x tends to b minus fx is equal to f of b. This is your second condition. Yes, right. This is your second condition. Then fx is said to be continuous in closed interval AB. In closed interval AB. So all these are the conditions when you are saying that the function is continuous in open interval, in closed interval, and for a given particular point. So here you learn how to prove, how to that is take its mathematical concept about it. And one thing here you also that is learn uh, if any function is not defined for a given point for a given point, then the function is not continuous at that point. Suppose, for example, if you are saying that fx is equal to 1 upon x minus 5. Suppose if you have any function and you know that this function is not defined for x not equal to 5. Here, here you see that x is not equal to 5. So what does it mean? Yes, fx is not continuous at x is equal to 5. Here the function is not continuous at x is equal to 5 because at x is equal to 5 it is not defined. It is not defined. Understand? So you can say that yes, function is not continuous at x is equal to 5. Understand? So all these are the concepts related to continuity. Now, uh, yes, solve the questions based on the continuity. Okay, so right, first question. Test the continuity. Test the continuity of the following function at the origin. At the origin, and your function is fx is equal to mod x upon x. Mod x upon x, x not equal to 0. And here you have 1 if x is equal to 0. If x is equal to 0, it is 1. Okay, and you have to check the continuity at the point x is equal to 0. So what you do, here you have modulus function, so no doubt here you have to take left hand limit and right hand limit. Okay, so first of all you have to check that whether for the given point its limit exists or not. Its limit exists or not. So you write limit x tends to 0 plus fx. What you write? Limit x tends to 0 plus fx. So limit x tends to 0 plus mod of x upon x. You write here mod of x upon x, and you well know the value of mod x for x greater than 0 means 0 plus, that is x, because you know about the modulus function. Mod of x is equal to x if x greater or equal to 0, that is minus x if x less than 0. You know about it. So you, if you are putting here, so you have limit x tends to 0 plus x upon x. So x and x is cancel out, so you have 1 and its value is 1. So here you have its value 1 for the right hand limit. Now come to left hand limit. Limit x tends to 0 minus fx. So you have limit x tends to 0 minus mod of x upon x. So here you have minus x upon, yes, right in this way. Limit x tends to 0 minus x upon x, that is equal to minus 1. So here you have its value minus 1. So here you have value 1, and yes, its left hand limit is minus 1. So what you have? Limit x tends to 0, fx does not exist. And if the limit is not exist, so no need to find the value of f0 and or any other point. Yes, you can say it. Fx is not continuous at x is equal to 0. Okay, so you write in this way. Hence, limit x tends to 0 fx does not exist. That is, does not exist. Hence, Yes, right. Hence fx is not continuous at x is equal to 0. Is not continuous at x is equal to 0. Note it. Fx is not continuous at x is equal to 0. Yes. Right. Next question. Discuss the continuity. Discuss the continuity of the function discuss the continuity of the function fx at x is equal to 1 upon 2. Discuss the continuity of the function fx at x is equal to 1 upon 2, where fx is equal to 1 upon 2 minus x is greater or equal to 0 and less or equal to 1 upon 2, sorry, less than 1 by 2, and here you have 1 if x is equal to 1 upon 2, and 3 by 2 minus x if x is greater than 1 upon 2 and less than 1, less or equal to 1. Okay, so here you have to discuss the continuity of the function at x is equal to 1 by 2. So just listen, all of you. Here actually in a question it is especially mentioned that the function is continuous at means you have to check that its continuity for x is equal to 1 by 2. Sometime the point is not given, only the question is given like that, discuss the continuity of the function given, तो ये function आपको मिल जाएगा. So in that case what you see here, only you have to check the defined values of x, means uh, you have to check the continuity of the function wherever it is completely defined. Completely defined means the function is defined for lesser than that point, greater or equal to that point, and equal to that point. Understand? So only you have to check the continuity only for those points which is completely defined, means complete information is given. So just you see your question here. Here you have so many points 0, 1 by 2, and 1. 0, 1 by 2, and 1. But if you are think about that 0, so the function is defined only for x greater or equal to 0, not other point. That's why 0 point is not taken. If you are talking about 1, so here x is defined for 1 only for less or equal to 1, and for greater than it is not defined. That's why you can't take x is equal to 1 point for checking its continuity. So automatically, yes, for 1 by 2 point, here you have complete information. Just you see your question, x less than 1 by 2, x is equal to 1 by 2, and x is greater than 1 by 2. Means the complete information of the function at x is equal to 1 by 2 is given. So you have to check its continuity only for x is equal to 1 by 2. Understand? So in this way, you can uh, uh, very easily check that at what point we have to take here when the function is given and the question is like that, discuss the continuity. Okay, so you take it here, limit x tends to 1 upon 2 plus fx, means first you take your right hand limit, and if you write here limit x tends to 1 upon 2 plus, so 1 upon 2 plus means what, x is greater than 1 by 2, and you see that for x greater than 1 by 2 the value of the function is 3 by 2 minus x. Yes, write it directly, 3 by 2 minus 1 by 2, so you have 2 by 2, that means 1. So here you have value 1. Now take its right hand limit, left hand limit, 1 upon 2 minus fx. So limit x tends to 1 by 2 minus, minus means what? Less than 1 by 2, and for less than 1 by 2 you have 1 by 2 minus x. Now putting its value 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2, here you have 0. So here you again see that yes, limit at this point x is equal to 1 by 2 is not exist. It does not exist. So you can say that the function is not continuous. So you write it, hence limit x tends to 1 upon 2 fx does not exist. Does not exist. Hence fx is not continuous at x is equal to 1 upon 2. That question was asked in 2011. Same question that was asked in 2011 in 4 marks. Nah. So yes, and for your time it be either it be asked for 1 by 2 sorry 2 marks or 4 marks, maybe 2 marks or 4 marks. Okay, but you mentally prepare for 2 marks also, so that is of 2 marks. Okay, so here you see that the function is not continuous at x is equal to 1 by 2. Okay, now write in the same way, write next question. So that the function fx is equal to 2x minus mod of x. 2x minus mod of x is continuous at x is equal to 0. Here you have to show that the function is continuous at x is equal to 0. So take it. Limit x tends to 0 plus fx. Limit x tends to 0 plus. Here you have 2x minus mod of x. And for x 0 plus mod of x is x. So you have 2x minus x. And you have limit x tends to 0 plus x, and its value is 0. Its value is 0. Now limit x tends to 0 minus fx. So limit x tends to 0 minus, here you have 2x minus mod of x, and is equal to